really nice moment in our win over the Adelaide Thunderbirds on the weekend, Fever fans, with our very own Kaylia Stanton making her ANZ Championship debut, and she joins us now on Fever TV. Kay, it must have been a wonderful moment for yourself on the weekend.
Yeah, very exciting for me, and I don't know if my parents were more excited or who I was, but it was really nice to get out on court, be there with all the girls, and to finally play.
Can you talk us through the moment, because you've obviously been biding your time, you're waiting patiently, working hard, and there's probably been many times in a game where you've got up to warm down only to sit back down on the bench, and finally Stace come up to you and says you're into the game. How did it feel in that moment?
I mean, it was kind of surreal. I guess there's been times when you kind of prepare for getting on court, and there might be a stoppage or a timeout. So to finally get that nod from Stacey was really, really exciting for me, and a rush of emotions, I guess, excitement, nerves, anxious, all those kind of excitement things, and then to finally be able to play and get my first goal in was such a relief. And then I guess the goal after the buzzer as well was amazing, and I was just hoping that it was going to go in.
How much more special was it to be able to debut in front of our home crowd?
Oh, incredible. I mean, to have everyone there and have all the fans and the Fever supporters was a great atmosphere to be a part of, and I think going back to that last goal, I think the crowd just erupted and went crazy, so yeah, it was an awesome feeling.
You mentioned your family, a nice moment after the game. We get to go up in the stands and say hello to them after making your debut. They must have been so proud and so happy to be able to be there in that moment.
Yeah, very much so, and I think just giving them all a big hug. I think Mum was ecstatic, you know, grinning ear to ear, and yeah, I think it's been a long time coming for me. I think there's been a lot of times she's expected me to be on court, or, you know, been very hopeful as mums do. So to finally be out there was, yeah, it was a nice feeling for her as well.
Stace mentioned after the game that it was not just a special moment for yourself, but for the entire squad to see you and how far you've progressed in the time at Fever to finally get on court. It must have been nice and a lot of support from the players and your teammates after such a momentous occasion for yourself.
Yeah, I think that team huddle after the game was something I'll remember. I think Caitlin really, you looked at me and said, well, congratulations, that's a really great achievement for you. It's been 2 years with Fever and I haven't been able to get on. I guess sitting behind the world's best is obviously a challenge to kind of make your debut, but finally getting out there was really good, and I think to have the 12 of the girls, you know, supporting me and congratulating me was a really nice feeling.
So now that you got one under the belt, Kay, what's ahead? You're going to work hard and hopefully get back out and play a few more games this year?
Hopefully. Hopefully I can aim for starting 7 position. Maybe not this year, but we'll see how we go. Obviously that's my aim, but also I want to be pushing each and every week and going hard at every training session, because I believe that I'm more than capable of doing that.
You mentioned Caitlin, and unfortunately to say you're stuck behind the world's best in Caitlin and Nat herself, and of course we have KB here as well to learn from. Whilst it's been hard work and you have been waiting patiently the past 2 years, it must also be a somewhat of a privilege to be able to learn from these players, and I'm sure that they've made you a better shooter.
Yeah, I think being behind them for a couple of years now, it's been really interesting, and it's always been like a mental role for me, having the 2 best shooters in the world, Caitlin and Nat, and I think being able to be around them in a training environment day in, day out has been something probably most girls won't get to experience, and it's been a really unique thing for me to be able to learn from. We've got a really good coach in Stacey, so I think having such a wealth of knowledge in such a small shooting circle with only the 4 girls. I mean, obviously each team has 4 girls, but just incredible background and history from all of the other 3 shooters. So to transferring it and just pass on even the smallest bit to me is amazing.
Well, congratulations, Kay. We were certainly very proud of you on the weekend.
Thank you.
We look forward to seeing you out in the court again this year.
Thank you very much.